Stuart, listen. These encampments, these protests, they're all organized, highly organized. When I met with the president of George Washington University, they were saying that they expected 90% of the agitators were not students. Now that the arrests have occurred, we're seeing that to be the case. That's what's happening all across the country. These things are being funded in part by the Tides Foundation, where people are trying to track down this money. You have dark money from George Soros and other major Democrat Party donors who are back channeling into nonprofit groups. And those nonprofit groups are the ones that are paying for the tents. I mean, America, why is it that every tent at all these encampments are green? Why? Because these are mass purchases to these agitators to foment unrest on college campuses. This is all by design. It is all on purpose.
I wonder if you saw this, Congressman, but President Biden made yet another gaffe yesterday while speaking about Hispanic migrants. Watch this, please. Roll it.
There's even a bigger influx now in terms of Hispanic voters, or Hispanic citizens who want to become citizens.
It looks like the open border is to get as many people in to create future Democrat voters. That's what that looks like, right?
No, it's exactly what it is. Listen, Stu, I'm telling you right now, that was not a gaffe. He was actually trying to tell you exactly what he was thinking and then was like, oh, shoot, don't say that, and was trying to backpedal. This is what the Democrat Party wants to do. These open borders are in part designed for the next census in 2030. It is designed also to get people into the election process in this election. You have areas that are already trying to have migrants be allowed to vote. Washington, D.C. is trying to do that right now. And so this stuff has to be stopped dead in its tracks. You simply cannot allow that. That actually destroys the franchise of the American people, which is voting. We should never allow it to be diluted by foreigners. That makes no sense at all. But if you're a crazy Democrat like Joe Biden or a lot of the members of their party, you think that's okay. It's simply not.
Congressman Byron Donalds, Republican, Florida. Thanks for joining us, sir. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.